Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to a new episode from Linguamid. Twin combinations that are very tricky in Egyptian. Something like Gamila and Gimila, like Awi and Kawi, like kelp and elp, and all these combinations we will learn important four combinations of these words in our episode today. So concentrate and let's start with the first one. Our first confusing twin combination is the word Gamila and the word Gimila. Of course, most of you will say Gamila is beautiful and also Gimila is beautiful. The first part is right. Gamila is beautiful. Exactly. Gamila, pretty or beautiful. However, Gimila, if we put this movement, the kasra, ge, instead of ga, so it is ge, so ge, not ga, gimila or gimila, okay? Gimila here, it doesn't mean beautiful, it means favor, okay? Favor. So gimila is favor. عندي جميلة ليك, I have a favor, okay? No, you have a favor for me, okay? Gimila, it means a favor. So make sure to pay attention when you hear Egyptians. Is it Gamila with the fatha or it is Gimila with the kasra? Gamila is beautiful or pretty. Gimila is favor. Very important. Awi and kawi. These are not the same word. I said before that we pronounce the qaf as hamza sometimes. So we say yu'ul instead of yaqul. Okay? But in this combination, awi and kawi, there is an exception here. They are two different words. The word awi, it means very. So when I say gamil awi, very beautiful, very lovely, very pretty, gamil or gamila, okay, awi, very. However, when I say kawi in spoken Egyptian, we Egyptians don't pronounce the qaf all the time. Or 95% we don't pronounce them, but some exceptions like this one, we have to pronounce the qaf. In this case, when I say qawi, it means strong. Strong. He is strong, muscles and all this. It means huwa qawi. I cannot say huwa awi. Okay? Sometimes Egyptians say it awi, but it's not very common. And if there's a possibility that awi, it comes with qawi in the same context, Egyptians have to differentiate between both. Okay, so awi, most of the time it is very, very. But qawi, it means strong. Strong. So huwa qawi awi. He is very strong. I cannot say huwa awi awi. Okay, I don't say huwa awi awi. Because awi here, it means very. So I will say awi awi, it means very, very, okay? Sometimes we say awi awi, it means yes, exactly, really, awi awi, awi awi, I will do it. Okay, this means I will do it, but has nothing to do with strength. When I say awi awi, I am repeating the word very. But when I say qawi awi, it means he is very strong. Like I say hilwa awi, very beautiful or very pretty. So know the difference between qawi and awi, and whenever you mean strong, you say qawi. If you mean very, you say awi. Another important couple of words that are very similar is kelp and elp. Okay, kelp and elp. And the differentiation between them is very important, and it's kind of dangerous to have a problem in them. Why? I will let you know exactly right now. Qawi and elb, not qawi, elb, it means the heart. Elb, it means the heart, and we get it from the word qalb with the qaf. Elb. However, if we say kelp with the K, it's not the qaf here, it's the kaf. The K in English, not the heavy K of qaf, but the light K, the kaf. When we say kelp in Egyptian, it means a dog. So kalbi it means my dog. But قلبي, or in more standard Arabic, قلبي, it means my heart. So if you want to say يا قلبي to your partner, for example, say it with the qaf or with the in Egyptian. Okay, يا قلبي, this is more standard Arabic. But say it with this is spoken Egyptian, يا قلبي. Never say it with the kaf. Kaf here, it means dog. Okay, so if you say يا كلبي, it means my dog. So make sure to differentiate between the two pronunciations. It's very important. You now know why. Okay, so we have here قلب, it means heart. kelp, it means dog. And قلب, it is from قلب, قلب in more standard Arabic. Our last combination here is Bess and Boss. Bess and Boss. The difference between both in two things. The first thing is that we say ba in Bess and we say bu in Boss. This is a fatha movement, ba, Bess, and this is a dhamma movement, bu, Boss. The second difference is that we have two different letters. Bess is with the sin, okay, the S. Boss is with the heavy S, sad. Bess, boss, Bess, boss. This is a difference, okay? What the meaning of what both are not the same word, of course. The word Bess, it has different meanings. The first meaning is that it can act as however or but. So when I say, for example, everyone attended yesterday but I couldn't. كل واحد جه امبارح بس انا ما روحتش، انا ما قدرتش، بس انا ما قدرتش، I couldn't. People, الناس راحت امبارح, or people attended today وانا ما قدرتش، لكن انا ما قدرتش بس انا ما قدرتش. But or however I couldn't. Also بس it means stop. Stop talking, shut up. When you have some kids and they are very noisy and you want them to stop talking, for teachers and all this, sometimes they say بس, stop talking. So بس is a word that is said like this, بس, it means stop talking. So this is the meaning or the two meanings of بس. However, when we say boss, the second word boss, it means look. Okay, so we say boss to derive attention to what we are saying or to refer to something. So boss, look what this man is doing, or boss, I want to do so and so and so. So boss here is like look, or I want to your full undivided attention because I will say something important. So Bess here is totally different compared to boss. Bess is like shut up or but, and the boss is look what I will say, or look at this. So now we know four important confusing couple. جميلة and جميلة, okay, قوي and قوي, قلب and kelp, Bess and boss. Those combinations or those twin words are very confusing to beginners, but they are very interesting to Egyptians. If you know the difference and you can hear and differentiate what Egyptians are saying and the difference between both, you are really very good and you deserve to launch into the culture and the world of Egyptians very smoothly. Okay, try this with your loved ones, partners, family members, friends, community, and so on, and tell me the results. Thanks a lot for watching this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to join my Egyptian Arabic 101 course, the important basic course to give you the fundamentals about spoken Egyptian dialect. And also it has a very interesting downloadable ebook in the curriculum. You can go there and download the ebook there. You will find the link in the first comment and also in the description box. Also, if you have any question, drop me a comment below, or if you need any to comment about this or add any information, the comments there, and I will reply as soon as possible. Thanks a lot and see you in a future episode.